Hello everyone, hope everyone is doing great. Today I've got a awesome Blu-ray collection set that I picked up at Best Buy for an amazing price. Of course, it is the Rocky Heavyweight Collection on Blu-ray, all 6 films on 6 individual discs. I got this at Blu-ray for $19.99. For a while it's been $40, but I've been wanting to pick this up because I only own Rocky on DVD and I don't own any of the other films until now, and now I own them all on Blu-ray. So I was very excited. I picked this up about a week ago, and I spent the last week actually watching all 6 Rocky movies over again just to revisit them, because I wanted this actual video to be kind of a slight review of each of the films. So I'm going to show you what's going on with this collector set that you can pick up at Best Buy. I don't know if it's still 20 bucks. It might be back to 40, but I highly recommend. It's just great to have all of these films. And on the back, they do showcase all the special features that are on Rocky. This is only the special features on Rocky, and then, of course, the Rocky movies and the ratings of the films right there. But this is just a nice, I kept the plastic on. I like keeping the plastic on, just keep it nice. But this is just a nice little box set. It'll fit right into my Blu-ray collection. And let's open it up and show you inside. So there's the cover, just the same as the other cover, and the back is not the same, but tells you the aspect ratios and how long each film is, all 6 films. So just happy to pick this up and actually revisit the Rocky series finally on Blu-ray. And I believe with the Rocky 1, Rocky the first film, it's a brand new remastered edition of it. I do have some complaints about the actual discs. I'll get into that in a little bit, or what's on the discs, or what's not on the discs. Okay, so there is the first film, and behind the first film you get to see the credits to Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Rocky 3. But this Rocky film, 1976, most people will agree that this is the best film, of course. It won the Oscar for Best Picture in 1976. And I feel it's one of the best sports dramas ever. It's one of the greatest films ever made, and is also one of the best dramas ever made. Just love this film. It's perfection. I have no complaints about Rocky 1 whatsoever. It's a perfect film and has one of the greatest endings. Even though I know it's coming up, it's happening, I cry. I get so emotional with the final moments of the movie and the great music by Bill Conte and this great movie series by Sylvester Stallone. He wrote every film. But anyways, so that's Rocky 1. Love it. Have no complaints about it. Just love every scene. What's your favorite scene in Rocky? The whole movie. Okay, with Rocky 2, and there's tons of special features on Rocky, but with Rocky 2, there is not a single special feature at all. But with Rocky 2, I felt like it was a rehash of Rocky 1, trying to be the same film. There are some nice moments with Mickey, Burgess Meredith in this movie as well. Of course, everything's perfect in this film. But with Rocky 2, let's go on to Rocky 2, Chad. Come on. So with Rocky 2, I like some of the moments with Rocky and Adrian when they get married and they have their child. And there's some things that happen to Adrian in this film that are really nice. But there's some other moments that it felt like it would drag in a little bit. It is almost 2 hours. You know, these 2 movies are about 2 hours, and I'm fine with this one. Is great at 2 hours. This one kind of drags at 2 hours, but still a good sequel, but nothing great. Some people will probably disagree with that. With Rocky 3, I like that they try and change things up. It is a shorter film, and adding Hulk Hogan and Mr. T in the movie added some personality, some flair to the movie. I like the scene where they introduced the statue, where Rocky would be so famous, where you can run up to the museum, and I would hopefully want to go to Philadelphia one day and do that. But Rocky 3 is got a great song with The Survivor. Love that song, Eye of the Tiger. So I really love Rocky 3 more than Rocky 2. There's just some really great moments in that. It's a little cheesy, of course, but some great montages, and you know, something sad happens. You know, this is a spoiler review, so if you haven't seen Rocky, I wouldn't recommend you watch this video. But there's some sad stuff that happens here to Mickey that I always get emotional with, because I just love Mickey, the character, by Burgess Meredith, one of the best actors ever. Rocky 4 might be my favorite out of 2, 3, and 4, just because we get some amazing fighting in this movie with Apollo, with Drago. Dolph Lundgren's great in the film. what is her name? Bridget Nelson. So I think she was married to Sylvester Stallone at the time. So just some nice, awesome moments and some great music. And this one actually didn't really incorporate any of the music of Bill Conte. A different composer wrote the music for this film. But there's some really great songs in here. It's got some of the best songs and best locations. And I love the whole, you know, USA versus USSR aspect of the movie. And, you know, just, this is probably my favorite out of 2, 3, 4, and now I'm on to 5. Now, most people hate this film. I don't. You know why? Because this was the first Rocky movie I ever saw. Now, I can understand some complaints, because there is some people in this film that are not actors, like Tommy Morrison, who played Tommy Gunn, who was a real boxer, who sadly passed away from AIDS a few years ago, wasn't an actor, and his acting's not so great. And Sage Stallone, who also passed away a few years ago, who was the son of Sly Stallone, was not a great actor, but I liked the movie. I like that it goes back to its roots of what Rocky was and Rocky really cared about. Yeah, there's some cheesy moments, but for me this is a special moment because I went to the theater in 1990 and I saw this film, and this was my introduction to Rocky. And then I went back later in life and watched Rocky 1 through 4, but I really like Rocky 5. I don't understand the hate. I get it, but I don't understand it because I absolutely just really love this film. It's not a perfect film. It's a good film, but I don't understand why people just want to trash on it. And there's a really wonderful moment. It's a dream sequence or some kind where Rocky's walking around his town and he goes to the boxing place where he was trained by Mickey, and there's a nice moment between him and Burgess Meredith in this movie. Get up, you son of a bitch, because Mickey loves you. And I get teared up every time that happens. So I like Rocky 5, and I'm proud of it. And of course, on the back, you get the credits of Rocky 4 through 6. So let's talk about the second best Rocky movie. Rocky Balboa came out in 2006, and it was 16 years between these two films. I was so excited when they were making another Rocky movie when I heard about it. And Sylvester Stallone also did the same thing with Rambo, but I was never a huge fan of Rambo. But with Rocky, this is the second best Rocky film. And it's a great closure to the series, even though we got announced, I believe this year or last year, that we're going to get a kind of spin-off to this whole series. We're going to get Creed in, I don't know what year that's coming out, but the guy who directed Fruitvale Station is making a movie about Creed, about, I believe, the grandson or great-grandson of Apollo Creed, and he will be trained, hopefully, by Rocky Balboa. So we're going to get another movie in the Rocky universe, which is just awesome. I'm so excited about that. But 2006 is a great send-off to the Rocky character, even though we're going to get to see him again. It's a really great film. There's a lot of emotion. Adrienne, of course, is on the film. She passed away between these two films, so that really added a lot of depth and a lot of character development to Rocky and his whole struggle to try and find himself again. It's great to see Burt Ward or Burt Young. I can't remember his name. Paulie. Great actor, and he's part of all these films. And I apologize if I got his name wrong. You put in the comment below Burt Young, or I think it's Burt Young. Could be wrong. Anyways, Rocky Balboa. This is my second favorite film in the Rocky franchise, and it's great to watch it again. I really like the story. I like the whole, I like that the boxer wasn't really a bad guy. He was struggling himself, the one that Rocky fights in this movie. Dixon Mason, or Mason Dixon, or something like that. This is a beautiful film, and I think it's something worth checking out. Watching all these films over again has been quite amazing, and I'm just so glad to have this in my collection, to enjoy the Rocky franchise all over again on Blu-ray. Rocky looks great. I should mention the special features on Rocky are great. The special features on Rocky Balboa are great, but 2 through 5, there's nothing. So be prepared for that. You're only going to get special features on Rocky 1 and Rocky 6. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you think of Rocky. How do you feel about his character? I think he is one of the greatest characters in film and one of the greatest sports movie characters of all time. I'm MovieManCHAD. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thumbs up for you guys for staying this long. Have a great day, a wonderful night, and a wonderful life. And please subscribe to WeLiveFilm.com and go to the We Live Film YouTube channel. Also go to Long Beach Acting and Film Association right here on Facebook and Twitter. Please also go to MoviePile.com. And if you enjoyed this video review, please click right there. Click right there. And subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Have a great day, a wonderful night, and a wonderful life. And I'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye, everyone.